Right. It should be good now. Hey guys, welcome to episode 7. I'm gonna have to check the audio. There also might be a little bit of delay with me reading the chat in case anybody does type in it, so I do apologize for that in advance, but I don't know if there's any point because I'll just apologize again. There's not many people around right now, probably nobody. There also might be a little bit of delay. I do apologize for the double audio. You're gonna hear my voice twice, but I have to test out if my voice is muffled by the sounds of the game or not. Because I do want the audio quality to be a certain, level. Okay. So I know what to do now. I have to lower the volume, first of all, of my PC because I'm using a speaker, and then I have to higher the volume of the game. Alright. So let's see now. Let's test it now as I speak. So let's see now. Let's test it now as I speak. That is absolutely perfect. Alright. Welcome back, guys. So today I've done a little bit of work off camera. And that work is going to be continued off camera because I don't want to bore you guys with repetitiveness. We've already, worked on the main side of the castle, stronghold built. I don't fucking know, guys. I don't know what the exterior is going to look like. I have no idea whatsoever what to do with it. But, it might be bigger than the interior, in which case there could be future updates, secret rooms and stuff like that, but it's not going to be okay, this is the main hall and there's windows that go directly outside. It's going to be different. It's probably going to look much more majestic from the outside. But anyways, so, I think I should give a small recap as to what this even is, because we are gaining a little bit more volume. So for the people that don't know what I'm building here and have no idea what this is, although it is in the title and in the description, I am building something with a lot of mods, guys. But most of the mods are just mods for dependencies, so they're not heavy. They won't crash your game or anything like that. I tried to make the mod pack as stable as possible. But we have stuff like connected textures, chisel mod, custom NPCs. We're gonna need that later, not now. What is there? Framed blocks, immersive paintings, and of course little tiles, which is an evolution of the chisels and bits mod, in which you can create your own designs by hand by sculpting into blocks or using, basically pixels of blocks to build your own designs, as you can see, as I've done here. Also, I have decided I am very unhappy with this design. I'm going to have to replace this in between the archways. It's very ugly. I want to make something else that looks better. But that's probably going to be off camera too. Now, this build is tied around vampires. Specifically, in my own imagination, my own little crazy world, I've come up with a storyline on how many vampire factions existed but were all hunted and eventually disappeared because they were one of the top dogs and predators circling around. They were all extinguished. All had to live in secrecy and to hide, apart from one, which is the strongest vampire faction, let's call it that, to ever exist. Now, this faction has, let's say, very close connection with their Patreon, or the Kickstarter of vampirism, the very first vampire, which in my handmade lore is Lilith, that I actually used AI to create a generated pixelated painting of her right here. This is technically supposed to be her here at the main hall. I don't know how to create her upstairs. I might have to use a mod that gives me some kind of chest plate with wings or something, like the Aatrox mod or something similar. but it has to look feminine because I am going to use custom NPCs to have Lilith sitting on her throne or in her chamber. But yeah, basically this is a place for vampiric knowledge, for vampirism, for blood sacrifice, blood magic, stuff like that. Let's say they're not just any ordinary vampires. They are powered up by magic, rituals, and you can see it. It's very ceremonial. You can see the banners with the symbolisms on top. You can see the altars. This is the altar of inspiration from vampirism. So they are leveling up currently in vampirism and using esotericism to, you know, make progress in their world. Now, I've started making the hallways. The hallways are going to be different each floor. So for the first floor or ground floor of the main hall, which is this one, there's going to be 2. Maybe even 3. Maybe even 3. But we'll have to see that. I can't promise for now. Because I hope I don't run out of ideas. So, this being the main hall is going to have hallways at the ground floor. Okay, which are going to look exactly like this. But they're going to be limited. They're going to be the same. It's going to mirror this side onto that. I've been contemplating removing this, but I don't think I should, really. I'll have to be honest. I don't think I should remove this. I don't find it a good idea. But I might. And here we have a little area for something that I'm going to show you guys the progress of because you deserve to see it, which is the dining room. Okay. As you can see, because it's vampires, I use the Dungeons and Combat mod, the chalices with blood, and human hearts from the butchery mod, just because they look better than the human hearts from vampirism. Okay, they look better. They look a little bit nicer, more realistic. I use the thrones from the vampirism mod as a decorative block to sit for the vampires. And as you can see, I finally started using the black glazed terracotta a bit more for the builds. I created a little bit of symmetry, a little bit of a design going on, basing myself on the carpet here as well, which, as you can see, this is a similar recreation to this design made with gold strings. It looks a bit like chains. That was a bit involuntary, but yeah. This is also one of the few rooms at the first floor that actually will have windows apart from the main hall. Windows that don't really go into nothingness. They're just go into a dark blue background, which is very, very intentional. Now, these are the kitchens, okay? So I decided to level it up and finally start putting in some detail that actually belongs to a what the hell is this? What the fuck? That is ugly as shit, my boy. What is this? This light glitch is absolutely disgusting. Anyways, well, forget about it. We have other shaders to use. I do apologize for the fact that there might be glitches between Oculus and Bedium, which is what I'm using instead of Optifine and the shader packs that, you know, I will be using. But everybody that's watched the lives, at least, you know, properly, or if you start watching them, you will know. And you'll see the problems. So, here, I used normal blocks of redstone, but then again, I will be giving tutorial and link on how to install every mod resource pack that I'm currently using for the build, and everything that's needed to make it work properly and not be missing any element, okay? Free downloads, I'll give the proper creators of the mods and of the resource packs the right credit, and I'll point you guys in the right direction where to take them from, and which versions exactly to take, so that you know you're not messing up anything. Anyways, this is the kitchen. There's going to be 2. There are 2 already, actually. I started taking inspiration from Castle Dimitrescu as well, with the columns. For example, these you can recognize. They are different from anything that you would see in Dark Deceptions Chapter 2 of the Manor, which I've used so far. Also, round quartz pillar columns. I decided to start using these 2, which are also present in Castle Dimitrescu. And this is technically blood flowing into the floor. You know, you can see the bits from butchery, which is a mod that will be required also. You can see villager heads, cleavers, skinning knives, you know, all the stuff that you need when normally you would be butchering meat to eat the meats of an animal or to sell them. But It's not exactly what's happening here, guys, as you can see. And yes, there's blood containers that we also have in the reservoir here. There's storage. Here there's cold storage for blood bottles. Just, you know, the main snack for the vampires. More painting frames, which I will make with time, but they will be part of the very last details, guys. Over here we have another hallway that is going to go into a section that I do not know exactly what to make out of, because I'm going to have to create bedrooms over here, which are going to have to be either here or there. I don't know which part to pick. One part, because I'm trying to make it a structure. This whole place for the vampires functions in hierarchies that are created as an organism. For example, the ones that are at the top floor are the strongest, but that does not mean that the ones at the bottom floor get worse treatment and the ones at the top get special treatment. Everybody is treated equally here. It's more of a religion for them. It's an organism. Every organ in your body, no matter how insignificant it might be compared to others, it's still just as important. And without it, you wouldn't survive, or you would struggle to live. Which means that everybody is treated with the same amount of equal importance. Okay? So everybody needs to have access to the same kinds of comforts and the same kinds of resources. So there's going to be PvP areas for training. There's going to be headquarters. There's going to be dining rooms for each floor, for each part of the section. For each part of the faction. Sorry, forgive me. I'm messing up. My English is out the window today. And also, there's going to be leisure rooms. There's going to be places with sofas, couches. There's going to be places to relax and to socialize instead of fighting in PvP. Everything is going to be structured and will have a purpose. So I'm thinking here with the wider halls to make here areas of different, you know, places where to play poker card games, where to talk, where to plan together, you know, places for leisure as well with, for example, couches, which I've already said. I'm being very repetitive here. Anyways, you understand the idea. And depending on which floor we will be in, we will change the look to represent a bit more of what we see. And also, technically, I am saying that there is no elitism between each other's ranks. But the truth is that the more we get closer to Lilith, the more different it will look. Not just because of the purpose of, you know, let's break the lore a little bit in terms of this, but I do not want this build to be too repetitive. I do not want everything to look the same. The hallways of the first floor are going to be mirrored over there, and this side is going to be different because this side is going to be for PvP, and it's also going to be for the armory and forge rooms, okay? So, at the bottom floor, we have the lowest of the lowest ranking systems of the... by the way, what the hell was that lag? I don't understand why that happened. Because I'm literally not doing anything. There's lag. There's lag. Oh no. It's starting. Why is there lag? It wasn't here before. Wait. Yeah, the render distance is 12 chunks. That's normally what I keep it at. Oh no, guys. Wait, no. There's actual lag here. Which I do not understand at all. Because, how is it lagging? See, it's not lagging all the time. There's a specific moments where there are frame rate drops. And it wasn't happening up until now. Maybe it's because I'm streaming. See, it's not happening anymore and I'm looking in the same direction. Here, no more lag. There are moments where we get frame rate drops. Okay, maybe it's because little tiles forces the game to render every chunk with all the details, and maybe I'm rendering the ones far away and I'm re-rendering them at random. Let me reload the shaders to test it out. Yep. No, it was just a temporary glitch. So anyways, let's get the explanations out the way so that you understand, because I'm going to be skipping a part of this. Okay, I'm going to be skipping a part of this for you guys because I do not want it to get repetitive. So today, we are going to try focusing on the second floor, alright? On the hallways at least, and creating their hallways. And then also on the third. We have to get started with the third because my objective, whoa, well, okay, my objective is to get to creating finally the above here. Okay, we're gonna have the, forget this, second hall, which will be very different from the main hall. The second hall will be strictly where Lilith's throne room will be. It's going to have a completely different flooring and mosaic for the floor. It's going to have a very different look. There's going to be, if you guys want to picture it already, you see how there's 3 arches in between each section here, each side? Imagine only 2, and with a central pillar, okay? With a central pillar for every single side, except for the main one where Lilith's throne will be. Alright? Lilith's throne, forget about it. We're gonna do it. Forget about it. We're gonna think about it then. It's a bit of an issue for me, though, I have to admit. I don't know what the hell to do with it. And also, instead of having details in between the arches, what's going to happen is there's going to be like holes in the arches that go in depth, and we're going to use amethyst and white concrete, like up here. So it's gonna, this is going to be the look. Well, no, not this. I'm choosing this instead, okay? This is what it will look like. And also, I'm going to be using a lot more amethyst upstairs to make it a little bit more, to say feminine. I don't want to say feminine because the color itself doesn't represent femininity as a whole. But it does tend to have a preference towards the feminine, you know? Women tend to prefer that color a bit more than men in general. So that side is going to be a bit more, let's say, bougie, a bit more chic, a bit more, you know, stylish than the bottom floor, which already is. But, you know, now, when we got the explanations out the way, it's finally time to start building. We disable the shaders because I don't want there to be any lag. Because I want this to be as fast as possible. Today I'm really, really, really charged up. But I'm going to get a small water break. Okay. Right. We're finally getting started with this shit. Oh. So, I'm just gonna go onto YouTube to remind myself of what I actually wanted to see here. Okay. Where was I trying to go? Oh yeah. Deception. Okay. No, I can't fix my broken voice. I don't know what's happened. I've been having a broken voice for a while, guys. I do apologize for that. Okay. Let's see what this looks like now. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So, now I know exactly what I want to do. And this is how we're gonna do it, okay? So. I'm curious to see if this is going to stay on this Nope. Ain't no way in hell that it would ever do that. What the hell? Oh, that was ugly. Okay. I might have to sacrifice the depth of this to create something a little bit unique. What do I mean by unique? I mean, we're changing formula, okay? So, okay, this is terrible. All right. We gotta turn this into a straight block somehow, because we need to tie these to the columns that will come from the ground up. So I need to place the candelabro on the little structure that will look like that. But it also means that for us to have that thing, we're gonna need to have hold on, nope, never. The concrete. Yes, this looks good enough. Okay. I'm gonna need to have a hold on. I'm trying to find a block that I've seen a few times, but I can't ever recognize or find when I look for it because I don't know the name of it. But I've seen it before because I actually have a mod that gives me a block. Wait. Fuck. I might have something better. Might. Okay. Let's try and do it like this. So. This here. All right. Now we grab terracotta yellow. Ok. Torno in italiano. All right. That already looks pretty good now. So, just to be sure that we don't mess it up. Yep. Okay, we have it. All right. Ooh, see, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. Okay, no, hold on. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. See? Geometrically and everything good speaking to speaking about in the theater. Oh no. What am I doing? I'm not remembering the buttons. I kept pressing, trying to do the action that I literally memorized at this point. It's in my instinct. And I kept failing. Okay. So. Shit. Okay. Yes, yes. The only problem is that we're going to have to make these wider. So, and they're also going to have to be little tiles instead of the framed panels. I just use them for reference. Yo, that was perfect for real? Maybe. Maybe I should remove only one. Yes, that is nice. That is exactly what I wanted to achieve. Oops, my bad. Okay. All right. Here we are going to have a window. Here we are going to need to grab the little screwdriver because I do not have the patience to make it anew. So we replace blue terracotta with white concrete. Okay. Nice. Just because I do not want to have any issues. So dark oak planks. Okay, nice. Nice! Nice! Okay. First of all, I want to see what it's like with the shaders enabled. Okay. It's not as good as it could be. See, this one is better. Okay, let's try and do it all over again. Maybe I just don't like that block. Because now I'm starting to consider that maybe I just don't like the design. But I've already used it here and I'm more than satisfied with it. So maybe it's the fact that first of all, we stole its depth. So let's try and do something else here before we decide anything. And I don't know how we're gonna make it work to put the candelabro on this. Because if it doesn't have full depth, it doesn't count as a full block, I'm afraid. And it's not going to register for the thingy, for the candelabro. So we won't be able to place it, basically, which is a pretty big problem. But you never know. Yep, see? See? Not working. Maybe if we try to change it to this, maybe. Okay. Let's try it. And these, how large are they? 4 or 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here there's something missing. Okay. What am I doing? That's not where I necessarily have to go. To go here. Okay. See, I would like to say that this is nicer, but I'm starting to believe that I have to change the design altogether. Not the design, my bad, but the materials used. Also, let me see if there's anybody watching right now. Nope. Nobody. That's fine. Which means that I can't communicate or ask questions to anyone to see if something wrong. Okay. You know what though? You know what though? See, that is a little bit different. But you know what my problem is, bro? Hold on. I'm replacing yellow terracotta with something else. I don't know what. I need a yellow block, yellow concrete powder. Nope. Undo. Maybe smooth gold. No. That is absolutely horrifying. Please undo. Okay. Technically, my only problem here is that there's no depth. Hold on. Okay. Let's do something else. How am I? Oh, because oh, okay. I was gonna say I am not flying right now, so how am I standing still and not falling? But it's because of this thing. All right. Oh no. Okay. Perfect. That should be good. Yes, it is. In my opinion, it's the depth, guys. Oh, it is 100% the depth. Technically, I don't even need that because I can just go like this. I'm literally suffering for no reason. Can do it by hand. By hand. What am I doing? Okay. Sorry, had a little bit of a confusion momento. Mmm. Mmm. And now we just paste it. See, it works. It does work. We can do it, but we have to use commands for it. Like, we literally just can't do it otherwise. And this, yes, this does represent exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's literally perfection according to my plan. That's literally what I wanted to achieve. But we need depth for it. Okay. Jesus Christ, the lag when I have the shaders on. Oof. Oh wait. Okay, here we go. Here we're gonna have a window. Alright. Wait, hold on. There's a problem here. I gotta do this early. Because these two walls are touching. So I need to be sure that everything is how I want it to be. Ooh, okay. Okay. Might be an issue, guys. Time said no. Sure, of course. Okay. No, it's not an issue. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm struggling for no reason. That's right. There you go. That's okay now. No, I did something wrong, but it's okay. It's okay, you know why? Because we fix. No, I really feel like an idiot. Now I really feel like I struggled for no reason. Okay. Oh. I forgot. Over here, we're gonna have a completely different type of wall. Okay. Easy peasy. All right. More blue. One more of these. Okay. Now we finally go back to the classic. Okay. All right. Nice. You know what, though? Maybe I don't even want them to be this far away from each other. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? Okay. Wait. What? Oh, second position is already set there. What? There you go. I did something wrong. Here we go. You know what? I need to calculate. That's perfect. All right, we're here. Okay. 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 So now it gives us a little bit more room to do what I originally wanted to do, which is here I want windows on both sides, on each side, even if it doesn't make sense. Yes, even if it doesn't make sense, just for aesthetic pleasure, just because I want it to look nice. Literally. And now I can achieve it because over here, hold on. Okay, I look straight, I go copy. Here we go, here we look straight, we go paste. So, we have a hell of a lot of room to do what I set out to do. We're good. We are good. Okay. Now here. Instead of those planks, I'm gonna go with white concrete. And you'll see why. Okay? The reason why I want to go with white concrete is because I am looking for something different here. I'm looking for a pattern. I am literally trying to recreate what is in Dark Deception, at least slightly. Okay, so queso. Shout out to queso. First of all, I want to reduce the chat settings. Now let's do this. Let's grab this. Grab this. See? Not working. But. If we decide to do this. Select this one as first position and the second. Copy it when we're right underneath it. Now paste it. Paste it. Paste it. Paste. There you go. On over to this side too. Paste. 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 Nice. Now, bro. I don't even know which block is a solid block anymore at this point. They're all little tiles. Okay. But no. Okay. Paste, paste. All right, we got it. Perfecto. Maybe this one I want to change. I don't want it white. Let's say I want to give it something different. Replace with cyan. Cyan terracotta. Ooh, that's slang, you know. Pigment, hang on that shit. Yeah. Alright. So, we got this. Now, we need some glowstone. Because I am still trying to do something very, very specific. Okay. No, I want this to be nice. I mean, yeah, no, it's fine. We're good. See, I used this one earlier, okay? And I might use it again for now, just for now, because there's a chance of two things happening. One is me replacing this design with a different one because I don't like it anymore and I say, "Pooh, you stink!" Or, ugh, terrible though. Terrible. I might as well just do it like this. Okay. Why don't I just go in spectator mode? It's much faster. There you go, already here. I don't know, but this is one of the rooms that I'm most satisfied with. Maybe it's because it's newly built, but I'm almost more satisfied with this room than I am with the main hall. And the main hall is, well, the main hall. This is the love of my life. This is where everything started. But okay. Nor. Yes. Yes. Okay. Right. Now I'm gonna need this. Copy. Oh. Paste. 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 No, undo. I could have just typed it, but no, I'm gonna look for it. Go. Paste. There you go. We're good. Yeah. Oh, bad touch, huh? Yep, bad touch. Bad touch. What? How am I supposed to put this son of a bitch? Excuse me? Oh, it's the wrong. Oh my god. Right, because this makes so much sense in my brain right now. I'm not paying attention to where the line is. That should have been what told me how to get it right. Okay. Alright. That's nice. Yup. Different, huh? Now, over here, there's something very specific I want to do. First of all, I have to go back downstairs over to here. Because we need that, okay? We need that. And we also need this. Okay. Okay. There you go. Now I kind of understand why it wasn't looking so good. Oh no. Okay. No. Oh, so I could have done it this whole time without worrying. because the only thing that is overwritten is the block that is... Yeah, no, this mod is amazing. Little tiles is just perfection, bro. Perfection, I tell you. That's what this mod is. Nice. Okay. Oh, also, forgot to do one thing. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's just copy and paste absolutely everything. So that literally in one swift movement, we've done it already. Okay, we've selected the area. We copy it from here. And we get here and we paste it. Boom! Watch the magic happen and the lag take over my PC. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now. So. Here, I wanted a window. Okay? So this is what's gonna happen. Because of the presence of this, I'm gonna make the window frame exactly like this. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here. Alright. Now turn off the shaders just for a moment. 2, 3, 2. Okay, good. Oof. Boom. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Nice. Nice. Now we strengthen it by 1 block. Okay. Maybe it would be a good idea, or maybe it would be a good idea to give the external frame a little bit more of a, you know, circular feeling. There we go. Why not? Now, okay. Okay. A little bit taller. By the way, this isn't going to be perfect. I hope you understand, guys. I'm just trying to... Oops. Yeah, no, maybe that's not even the middle, though. Let's try it down here. Maybe not. That looks like a good middle. Okay. Yes. Nope. Has to be much taller. Okay, that's a nice... That's... Okay. 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 Good. Now here. Do this. Now here. Do this. And over here. Okay. Now, blue stained glass. Now I'm gonna try and do something else. Blue stained, light blue stained glass. This is a little bit unique. Okay. Blue stained. This is something I learned from Geracraft. Shout out to Geracraft. But instead of doing it, you know. Oh no. Oh no, that's pure glit. No. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it this way, sadly, sorry. Sea lantern. Oh really? No, okay. Okay, that's fine. Because I want to give the illusion of lighting coming from outside, or like a soft, yeah. Yeah, but that's not exactly what I wanted, though. I want it to be blue. Oh, it appears that there's no point. These RTX shaders I am installing are so monochromatic. They only have one type of lighting, and that's surely because of the mods that I'm using in video and other stuff. These shaders surely have colored lighting. It just doesn't work well. They just don't render well with this. Let's just try lapis. Yeah, no, they're just going into blackness, which I don't really like. But if we decide to use Astralex, then yes, they do appear blue. And also, holy shit, the texture of the glass with this resource pack when use. Yeah, no, this is a nicer shader pack. It's just that it's kind of glitched when I use it with. But I might use it because it has better lighting, can see more clearly. And it's got more reflective properties on some stuff. Lag. What the hell just happened? I mean, I can't complain that there's gonna be lag from time to time. That's why I'm trying to cut this short and finish this build. And I'm not trying to make it as ambitious as I originally had planned, because I remembered that I do have a strong gaming PC, but Minecraft is not an optimized game. So no matter who uses this map, there is a genuine risk that this shit might not work. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, no. Okay. Good. What am I doing? Okay. Nice. Well, technically, if you don't use shader packs, even with all the mods I have and with all the bullshit installed, this should run pretty smoothly in case you're not playing on a potato of a laptop, literally. If you have even a decent PC and you don't use shader packs, and you just find a good custom resource pack, maybe if you don't like the way that this looks without shader packs, it's gonna be good, trust me. But I still recommend this resource pack regardless. Maybe I'll create... Nah, I can't create my own... Nah, I can't. I'm sorry. I mean, I could, but I do not have the patience to do it. Forgive me. So, it's never gonna happen. Okay, nice. Nice. Oops. There you go. Okay. Yeah, the lighting is glitched. I don't understand why. Because I've used Oculus and Embedium before, but they've never caused these kinds of glitches where shaders that are supposed to create light don't. I mean, let me just check something, okay? Because I need to be sure that this isn't just like a serious issue. No, see, it works with, for example, soulless shaders. It works with redstone. It works with soul torches. So it's just for RTX shaders specifically that it kind of bugs out. I see. Well, it is what it is, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, men and gentle ladies, right? Oh, okay. So, this is going to be mirrored into the other side too. I'm actually thinking of doing it right now. Just to have it literally, because it's equal. It's literally equal on both sides. So here's what I'm gonna do. Center myself. Okay. Oops. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do it by hand, huh? So, first thing we do. I was about to say spruce planks. Dark oak planks. Okie dokie. I'll go grab lapis. Okay, we're good now. Alright. Now, technically, I don't need to use the things, but I like them. Which means that I will use them. They are part of the design. And if they break somehow and they don't stand, it's not going to be a big problem because we have the glowstones that look very cool too. So we can make that work. Other side. Nice. Okay, yeah, this looks very good. Alright. You can't try and say that does not look good. Okay. I'm gonna add more details here. Don't worry. Don't worry. It sounded really annoying there. But let me check over here. Yeah. I am probably not going to reuse this. I'm only going to use it for dining rooms. Which, by the way, this is live as well. If you guys want to see the makings of this room, it's live. But by now, I believe that you understand how everything is done. And that you've seen it if you're watching this live already. So if you're curious about, you know, checking out how this whole process happened, I have streamed this since the very, very, very beginning. So, yeah. It would be a nice idea for you guys to, you know, hop in and watch. I just want to observe what I make from time to time. And go back to the rooms that I've already created. Technically, I'm supposed to make something over here too. I don't know what yet, but I decided to move on because this area is basically completed and I know exactly what to make. The dilemma is the second floor that I have ideas for. But, you know, I don't know exactly how to put them on paper. That's the only real problem here. But I believe that it's not even a problem anymore at this point. Okay, I was tripping for a second. No need to trip. Okay, so now over to here. I'm thinking these two corridors lead to two different rooms, okay? So, or two different hallways. This one goes that way, and it leads to, similar to what we were trying to do. We're gonna have like a space for the bedrooms, a space for PvP training area, and one for the kitchen, okay? And also, the lower ranks are more in number than the higher ranks, which means, of course, which means that if over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, yeah, around like 30, 40 people on this side only. We're gonna have another 30 or 40 on the other side, which is a total of 80 to 100 people. Up here, you're probably only gonna have 80 in total. So no, 80 is what we had before. What the fuck am I wrong? There's something wrong with me. So we had like 80 people in total at the lowest point in the ranks. We're probably gonna have half, so 40, 20 per, you know, section. And then at the top, we're probably just gonna have 20, so 10 each. And then some mastermind lords and then Lilith. Done. Easy peasy. So it's going to get extremely easier in terms of how many people there are going to be. People, monsters, vampires, whatever they are. They're technically people, but not good people. And yeah, that's it. What am I doing? What is wrong with me? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because this is perfecto. I'm struggling because I'm thinking, should I keep the walls the absolute same as here? Or should I not? I'm struggling with that thought. Well, I believe that first of all, the differences in rank between the second and first floor is the level 2. So at the second floor, I'm thinking of joining the rooms at the back, okay, in one way or another, or create 2 different rooms like East Wing, you know, West Wing, that are used for leveling up with higher altars. And then engineering stronger forms of magic the further up we go. And ritual shit. So yeah, we could do that. The only thing that's going to be difficult for me is using handmade stuff. But nah, because I can create images with AI that I will use for immersive paintings. If you guys want it, I can teach you how, and I can leave a free download with all of the various pictures for when the map is going to be released. Because technically they are made by me with AI, avoiding copyright and anything, so they are going to be free to use. You guys can use them as much as you want. Especially the Lilith painting. So they're all going to be downloadable. But yeah. Lag. What lag? Wait. See? Something here. Something. Is it? No. Are you telling me I'm not going to be able to do? No. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Something here is causing lag. In this area specifically, I think. Look, it's still happening. No. It just happens from time to time. It's to be expected. So yeah, I gotta be a little bit more conservative with how much space and how many things I want to do in this build, because it's getting absolutely horrendous. It's becoming a problem, guys. So be patient with me, please. Now I need... Where are particles? Here we are. Decreased minimal, because I do not want the effects of the potion to get in the way. Yep, perfect. Alright, now we don't need to worry about losing visibility. All we need to worry about is what the fuck to do with this. Okay. Oh, that was a loud one. Wait, did you hear that? I don't know if you did. Okay. Let me be a little bit strategic. Let me try and plan for this. Okay. Give me just a moment. All right. Wait, let me check for something. Go back to the live and speak right now for a little bit. Wait, let me check for something. Yep, perfect. All right. So, little break, little 10 minutes break, guys. Okay, that's not bad at all. What is going on? Why was my Google not responding? What? Shit, alright. me see over here. Okay. I've just finished. Okay. Sorry about that. So, here's what we're gonna do. Okay? Wait, hold on. First of all, I want to make sure that I'm hearing stuff. And also, I want to see if the audio worked. Because I am viewing my own shit to see if I made any mistakes. And also, I want to see. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Perfetto! No, what am I doing? No, I think I messed up. I think I messed up the quality of the stream. Fuck. No. And also, I want to see. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Perfetto! No, what am I doing? No, I think I messed up. I think I messed up the quality of the stream. Fuck. Actually, no. No. Actually, no. Stupid boy! Because it happened, I think, in the past and it messed up my stream quality. I think that's probably what I don't know. Let me test that. You guys can hear shit. Because it happened, I think, in the past and it messed up my stream quality. I think that's probably what I don't know. Let me test that. You guys can hear shit. Yeah, you can hear it properly. But I believe maybe a higher volume would be even nicer. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. So. I involuntarily did something very interesting though. Should I keep it like that? I think I should. I think I should keep it like that. Yeah, I think I seriously should. Here, technically, I shouldn't have that. There's no need for it because there's gonna be a wall here. Here I might need it. Going back to the good old days, the old school days of the old school shite. Okay. Nope. Nice, okay. Good. All right. Yeah, once I finish the first and second floor, we're gonna get the first official video instead of oh yeah, no, I've been adding these from horror element. I wonder if with the Solar shader they have the effect that I would like for them to have. I don't know. What the I don't know where that's from, but okay. Alright. Okay. Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a wall here. There's gonna be a fork that goes that way, and a fork that goes that way. And the first floor, because they're like the lowest level vampires, you don't really have any magic chambers. You just have areas for socialization. So the magic really starts happening from the second floor onwards. Well, that's ground. This is first. I can't. First is downstairs. Second is this one. Okay, I've decided. It's my build, my rules, my fucking rules. Okay, this is the second floor. Because I'm getting frustrated on myself. Okay. Nice. God damn. Maron. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we can do it like that. Okay. Here, we're going to just use like a normal wall. Maybe with a painting. Why not? And here we're gonna have to do the same. So I might as well just build it now to get it rid of. There we go. Okay. Let's go back to building. Technically here we're gonna have, you know, something different, so it's good. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? It's so easy. You just gotta do that. Sometimes I forget about the tricks that I actually learned to use with little tiles because I'm just putting so much effort in this build and so much time that it's like consuming all the energy, and I just stop thinking and just do. Because if I keep thinking too much, it gets boring. It's just as if I go into standby, as if I go into a flow state, and I stop really caring much, and I just let my creativity and thoughts speak for themselves and see what I can come up with, basically. But yeah. Now, technically, I have what I need for that. So I might do something. I might go downstairs, grab what I need. Okay. First of all, I need this. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, okay, that's what I'm doing. That's fine. Okay. Technically, I am right, though. What the fuck? Okay. Wait, what is this? What is this for? Oh, oh, I understand. I understand what it's for. Do forgive me, sir. Okay. Well. Nah. Should go back downstairs. That was a terrible idea, whatever I was doing. Just trying to do it manually and then remove them by hand, but that's absolutely horrendous. That should not and could not be done. Okay. Okay. right. Just forget that. Okay. Nope. Which one was it? Which one was it? Yo, which one was it? Seriously, bro? It's this one. Literally, no. I don't understand anything anymore. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. Brody. That's why I've been making, that's why, because it's part of that block instead. Logic 101, paying attention 101, guys. Learn from me. Actually don't, because you'll end up very badly if you do, apparently. Okay. Okay. Let's just do this, okay? Alright. You know what I could do here? Literally just close them like this. A little bit smaller than the ones downstairs, but they still do their job. Or maybe, if anything, you know what I could do? Could prolong them down here. Literally. Yeah. Don't like the way that it connects there a lot. Wait, first of all, why does this have that? It's not there on the other side. Is that downstairs too? Is that the case? It is. What the fuck? I didn't notice this. Screw that. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I just need the door frame. See the little corners that are not there? You see them here? Oh, that's how satisfying this is. There you go. Okay. Oops, forgot one thing. There you go. All right. Now, Right, that's good. That's good. Let me stretch my body. Anybody here, by the way? Nope. Alright. So. I'm gonna keep the corner like this. Okay. Involuntarily, I ended up creating something that to me is quite satisfying. This is nice. Okay. Let me just test how this looks with the shaders on. Lag? Okay, no lag. Oops. Did forget one small detail though. That's the small detail that I forgot. And also, technically... Oh, what am I doing? Oh, shit. Oh, this is not an option, is it? Actually, it is. It is, and you know why? Damn. Sexy. Yes. Delete that, please. Thank you. Okay. Again, why am I going all the way downstairs when I could... You know what, I'm gonna stop asking these questions because I'll just keep angering myself. And I'll just do whatever I feel like doing whenever I do it. Bad advice, by the way, kids. Don't do this at home. I feel like it should be mandatory for me to do this, though. So that it connects well and it looks like what I wanted it to look like. There you go. Originally intended. Yarr. Oh, wow. Does it lag if I use, like... Say I use this one instead. And which night vision works, by the way, in this one. Yes, it lags with every single one. So yeah. But at least it doesn't lag when you don't place blocks. At least for me it doesn't. Which means that lore, roleplay wise, it's usable. And I'm actually gonna have to test it soon. Which means that I'm gonna have to use a hell of a lot of entities. And spawn in like villagers, zombies, mobs, and shit, and like use particle effects just to test out how far I can go, at least with my PC, without getting extraordinarily big lag. Because in all honesty, guys, if you want to enjoy this map with like very high graphics, you have to have a really strong PC. But if you want to use low-end shaders that can, you know, slightly render reflections, you can do that. You can do that. But you still need to be playing on something other than a laptop. If not, you're going to have to play without shaders, or you're going to have to put all your processor's power into the game, which could burn your PC as a whole, or your laptop. So I don't know if it's a really strategic move. I'm just warning everybody and giving you the user manual, basically. That's what's really happening here. Why did this one move? Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. I was about to crash out, but then I remembered when I was told as a kid, "Oh, son, life is too short for your bullshit." That's what my grandfather said. Nah, he never said that to me. But I, you know, leave it. Just leave it. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, good. Oh, no, that's what I had to do. Okay, we're good now. There we go. Okay. Lol, you can use even different fonts for the letters as long as you have the right letters. It's okay, like different fonts. I don't know if different fonts, but you can use like capital letters for the... Also, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? That was not what I had planned, actually. Come here. Come here, bitch. There you go. Oh, no, not a good idea. Nice. No. But it's okay because I have what I needed. Okay. Alright. Oh, also I need that. Good. Okay. Wow. Okay. Here technically we are going to have hold on. Oh, I finally found a use for you. Well, I already did, actually, but you know. Okay. Just to have it down here with us, I'm gonna come downstairs. Back to the castle. There we go. Paste. I really didn't think of that, did I? Good. Paste. There you go. Now. Ooh. Ooh, baby, I've been waiting a long time to place you somewhere. There you go. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I don't know if I like this though. Maybe I should like place it a little bit, you know. Oh yeah, sure. There you go. That's better. That's actually way better. No. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. Here we go. Okay. Now what I have to do is pretty simple. Well, as a concept altogether, it's pretty simple. But as, you know, action... Okay. There you go. That's better. So everything ties together the right way. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Perfect. I left the spot that should have been left like that. Like that. Okay. There you go. What the fuck? Okay. I hope that everything is right. Apparently it is, thank God. Okay. I'm not gonna care about that, honestly. Honestly, I'm not. Actually, I am. In my head, it has to be perfecto. It can be anything interfering with pretty much anything. Okay. Oops. Good. Oops. Nope, not good. Not yet. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Alright. Now, we have to get the black pillar. Wait. Oh, yeah. Apparently, it's not the way that I wanted it to be. We are cooked, chat. There we go. That should be good. Okay. Here we're gonna have the dining room as it is downstairs. It's gonna be much smaller though. And also over here I still haven't done it, but there's gonna be the room where they bleed out the villagers and they trap them and keep them, you know, stuck in there. Technically I'm gonna also have to build a dungeon, but the dungeon is not gonna be pretty. It's just gonna be for functionality purposes only. So yeah. Shit, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Nah. Little tiles. Go. To think that I have to replicate this on the other side gives me a little bit of a headache. But I'll do it. It's fine. It's fine. I'll do it. Oh my god, it's gonna be horrible. Not so ferenz. Okay. Nope. I'm wrong here. What am I doing? There you go. What am I doing? I'm being too fast with my fingers, literally. Pause. Pause, bro. Alright. Nor. No, what did I do? Okay, we're good. I don't know why I panic so much sometimes when I make like small mistakes that are easily fixed. I get PTSD from when I dealt with chisels and bits where it was much harder to deal with than this. Okay. We've been live for a few hours now. How long have we been live for? 2 hours and 8 minutes. Well, it's good. It's good, it's good. It's good. It's good. This might be the thumbnail when I turn on the shaders. Now, I'm gonna go for a bathroom break, and then I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna try to do everything I can to start off the layout of the rooms, maybe even build them. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm trying to move forward a little bit faster with the project because there's still so much shit to do. There's the bedrooms downstairs, there's the bedroom upstairs, over to this side only, then we got that side too, for the armory and PvP and everything else that we gotta make, which is just absolutely insane. So, or maybe I'll shift the ideal. Probably, yes, I will. I'll probably change the situation a little bit. Yeah. Because it becomes not only a bit repetitive and nah, I can do it. I can do it. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright, I'll be back. Ooh, I hope we are still live. Sorry about that, guys. I literally needed a bathroom break. Bro was shitting himself very seriously. Let me just check my channel to see if we're still live. Yeah, we are. But why would we? Why wouldn't we? Cool! Why wouldn't we be? I hope we are still live. Yes, we are still live. Let's go. Alright. Alright. By the way, to those who watch my lives, which I know there are not many right now, but I'm gonna act as if you guys are in the millions. If you guys see the end of this stream, or this part where I'm talking to you now, you should know that wait. Before anything, I want to see if I'm satisfied with this. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is okay. I like this. Not as much as, you know, I expected to, but it's okay. It's all right. It's still just the hallways of the second floor. Nothing very special. And the minor ones. Okay, so over here, we are going to need another dining room. This one will be a little smaller because it will only be for 20 people. Okay, on this side, 20 people on that side, if anything. Because they're going to have two, just like downstairs. So what's going to happen is, over here, I'm going to start building it. And I also need a bit of a structure, okay? Because this is getting out of hand. So cool. So we're going to call this, what's the name? Sleeping quarters, okay? Perfect. Okay. Here we're gonna go with the fork 2. We're gonna fork this. We're gonna do the same thing that we did back there. Okay. Because now we only sorry about that. We only have to copy and paste. Over here we're gonna have the I can't remember. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. What the fuck am I doing, bro? Oh my god. Okay. What was the name? I don't remember the order. So here we're gonna have the leisure center. Okay. It's technically not like this. It's technically center, but okay. And here we're gonna have PvP area. Okay. Meanwhile, over here, we're gonna do something different. I had a different idea. Hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook. Okay. We don't need the fork 2 book. What the fuck do we need it for? PvP area. No! I'm pretty sure that had recoil. Because I was holding the mouse. Leisure center. PvP area. sleeping quarters. Here we're gonna have the ritual room 1. And just to be safe, here, Congress room for floor 1 rank. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have to orchestrate this and add structure, guys. I'm so sorry. This part is probably gonna be very boring for anybody who watches this, but I have to because I'm going insane. I'm actually losing creativity and ideas because of this, because I don't know what to put and where. Over to here. We're gonna have the upstairs dining room. That's okay over there. On the other side, we are gonna have something a little bit different, okay? So, first fork. Okay, it's the first fork. Oops. Doesn't look very nice though. Now it looks a bit nicer. Okay. So on the left, we're gonna have the smelting rooms, materials, forging. Okay. Because this faction is strong and has survived for a reason. And then we're gonna have armory over here. This is going to be something else entirely. Also, this is the logo that was copyrighted that I had to remove. And I had to switch from my own, which honestly makes me happy because I don't want there to be stuff that's too unoriginal. I want it to still, you know, be a little bit original. Let's just remove everything at this point so we get it out of the way and it doesn't piss us off anymore. Boy, what are you doing? I'm sick of clicking aimlessly. I gotta aim it right. There you go. Over to here. This is gonna be the end of the hallway. So we got the armory. We got the smelting room. We got I see here we have more sleeping quarters actually. Sleeping quarters 2. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is just to give me an idea of what the structure of this whole place should be. Nothing more. We're good now. All that we have to do is go back upstairs and finish what we started here. Now the problem is, my question being, should the dining room be the exact same as downstairs or a bit different? And I think that because the dining rooms should be similar, they should have, you know, a very similar look to them. Here we're gonna have the magic room number 2 at the 2nd floor, ritual room or whatever you want to call it, and then yeah, perfect. Over here we're gonna have some sleeping quarters. Yeah, it's gotta feel like a real place. It's gotta feel like a real place. Not just, you know, for show. Because at this point I would make it a base for only one person. This is a whole guild. So we need, you know, beds, places for people, stuff like that. Blood storage. Like down here. I am in love with how the kitchen is coming out. So I might actually reuse this style. So you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm sorry to disappoint the old me, but this just won't do it because it just gives me too much trouble. So I gotta delete it. There we go. Easy peasy. Nah, it should have been faster. There you go. There we go. So, here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Concrete. I have to take the chisel again. I just realized I'm not even using the chisel much anymore. And life a bitch. Huh? That's interesting. I'm reusing the same designs again and again so much that I'm not even doing anything new, which has to change. This generic stuff is gonna change. We're gonna add different details, don't worry. But for now, bullshit. Here we go. Oh, actually, now that I think of it, it's a bad idea. There you go. I'm keeping the chisel. I'm not making the same mistake again. Okay, we're good now. Let me check something really quickly. Okay. The only sad part about all of this is that I generally have run out of ideas. And I feel like I've already abandoned this project in the past. And I feel like for the exact same reason that I'm about to do shit now. Which is very disturbing and sad for me because I am very fond of this project and I've never managed to finish it. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Perfect, literally perfect. Okay. Oof. What am I doing, by the way? I did something really stupid, but okay. Literally, this room is much smaller than the one downstairs. Let me do something here. I had an idea. Because I'd have to replace all of these with blocks like the ones that I've used in the main hall over here. like these, and I'd have to place them in by hand, and I cannot have that patience right now. But I could do something else instead, which is this. Literally. Dark oak planks. Here we go. Second dining room is going to be much smaller than the first. So first we need the tables. Okay. So downstairs we need to count how many seats. One second. 1 second, because I'm that shit at maths. Okay. There are 36 seats down here. So technically, with 36 seats, and we have that, there should technically be only 18 seats. Only 18 seats. Which is not very, you know, it's not a lot of people. Perfect. Okay. Well, technically it's not perfect, because it's... Yes, it is perfect. And I've lost count again. This is pretty bad, because now my calculations are not making any sense. They are, actually. I was just done. Okay, perfect. Throne, which to me is actually just a vampire chair. Okay, all right. Now over to here, we're gonna have these many sheets. Now I'm gonna have to remove this. Hope nobody gets mad. There. Boom. Okay. The fuck is wrong with me? Ugh. All right. Here we go. So I say we do it here, right? Oh, finally we can dedicate ourselves to the classical one. Okay. Well, technically it's still taller, but I don't want it to be too tall like the bottom floor one. Nah, I don't like it. If we're gonna do the same idea, just less people. Let's do it exactly the same. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna copy this and paste it here. Save. Sure. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do the same thing over here. There we go. No, I got trapped in my own pillar. Okay. This is the part where even for me it starts getting boring, honestly. Which is where I start actually building shit that I don't even want to build too much. Because I've already done, so I feel like it's already fulfilled. I could have literally just typed it, but okay. Good. Okay. Now, back downstairs. I have this feeling that, you know, this is not right because I'm not making every single room different. But at the end of the day, look at big builds on, you know, if you look at big builds actually done by creative players, they're even paid for as well. For example, let's look at Northern Council on the Unstable Lifestyle SMP. Literally, like, there's many rooms, most of it is looking exactly the same, and it's absolutely spectacular. Like, great job for real to all of the builders. Even if it's I think it might be that one player, that one builder, what's his name? Horace? Might be Horace. Literally might be Horace. That built it by himself, I think. I don't want to say anything stupid, so I'm going to shut the fuck up about it. But you know exactly what I mean. Let me just, yep. Do I have everything there? Yes, I do. Perfect. Here. Paste. Here. Oh, no. Oh my god. Could you do anything more stupid? Apparently you can. And also over here, what am I doing exactly? Oh yeah, no, that was because of something else. That was because I highlighted it. No, it wasn't. It's generally corrupt. Okay. just realized I've also done something pretty dumb. Also, what the actual fuck am I... Nah, bro. Okay, good. That was horrible. I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore. I'm messing up stuff without even trying. Wait. Let me be sure I got everything this time. Okay? Everything. I need to have everything. Here we go. What do I need? What do I need? Okay. That. Now we just need the pillars here. We're good. And we're good. We're Gucci. What am I doing? Okay. Literally here. That is amazing. We have everything we need now. Okay, so now we're just gonna do this. Okay. All right. Again, this is starting to feel, at least for me, like a map created for roleplay purposes. Which technically it is, but it was way more personal than anything. Now I'm making it public. Where am I going? Okay. Here we are. I said I wouldn't use this again. Apparently I lied to myself and to you guys. Oh, but this one ain't no good though. There you go. Bad touch. Okay. What am I doing, bro? What am I doing, bro? Literally. Here we go. No. Oh, but I can just do this instead. There we go. Literally perfection. Okay. Now I need the carpets. Damn, I forgot how easy it was to just quickly place blocks like vanilla style. I've only been copying and pasting fucking little tiles. Jesus, it gets tiring, man. Alright. So, over here, what do we need? Technically, we have one more thing to do. Let's break them all at this point. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It would have made things so much easier for me, literally. So much easier. Oops. Literally. There we go. Now. Wait. Ooh. See, over here, we have a different type of situation now. Oh, something's very wrong. I'm not even going to use that anymore at this point because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't understand why I'm craving McDonald's at this time, but okay. Okay. Technically now all I need is to go downstairs. Literally, there you go. Oh! Oh! What's happening? We're still live, yeah? Let me make sure because OBS said it disconnected. Huh, there's no ads on my videos. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Oh. What's happening? Yeah, no, we're good. We're still live. Perfect. Copy that. Paste it here. So I'm going to modify it the way that I need. Literally. Wait, actually, I just thought about that. I'm not even thinking straight. Maybe I should go to bed soon, honestly, because the way that I'm thinking is not very strategic. It's not very smart. Not at all. It is pretty late too. Oof. It's fine, it doesn't matter anymore at this point because I have to place them by hand anyways. Okay. I'm gonna paste it here now. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, and also doing something wrong here. And also oops, no, just to have it accurate. Okay. Right. Now wait. Boys and girls, I fucked up. No. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to delete absolutely everything here because I made a big fiasco. Okay, made a big one. Made a big mess. I don't know, probably because I'm too sleepy. I think I've consumed all of my energy. I think I should just chill out for the day and restart tomorrow. But at least I'm gonna finish what I set out to do. Okay. Alright. Here we are. And actually, there's a specific one here. Here you go. There you go. Okay. Here we are. Something wrong with that one. Something wrong. Okay. Oh, wow, that's why. Oh, yo, 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 yo. That's why. Screw it. I'm gonna do it the way it is downstairs. I'm not sacrificing that design for anything. I am not doing that, okay? We're gonna have to bring the carpet underneath the table. Which technically looks very nice too, so I shouldn't be complaining too much. Now. Okay. Oh, wow. Oof. Technically, I have to manually move it still a little bit. Less space means more shit to deal with, so. We're good. Okay, we got everything now. Bravo, very smart here. Not looking and rushing things. Oh, Lord. Sorry, wait. I just realized I used the wrong one. Oh, nope. I didn't use, I just tried to switch them. What happens if I try to do this? There's a problem with symmetry here, boys and girls. Okay. I understand. We are going to have to suffer here, boys. Wait. Technically. Yes. So if I do this, wait. Still asymmetrical, I don't know what to do with it. But at least now it looks okay, I guess. Right. Right. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How did bro do this? Oh, that's why. No. Listen. Screw this, okay? Oh my god. This is getting frustrating. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is getting frustrating. Jesus Christ. No, just absolutely not. Just no. Literally, this one should be second. Okay. So maybe it should be here too. No, it shouldn't be. Yeah, I should just follow this, honestly. Literally, I should just follow that. See what I mean? It's basically perfect. Literally. There we go. There we are, finally, we've done something. Jesus, that was painful. And it's not perfectly symmetrical like the downstairs one because of the positioning, but it still does its job accurately. I mean, technically that's all that I wanted to achieve was this design. It doesn't have to be perfect. It still looks pretty good. What is happening here? There you go. That's 2. This is just moronic. Anyways, discussing the new project is going to be something that I'll do in a short video format and video format so that it's less boring, because I know that nobody's really going to watch long ass streams at first, especially in stuff like this. Usually people watch, you know, videos more than this type of shit. So I'm going to provide something that will give everybody the edge on, you know, something that will give people a reason to watch. But for now, I think I'm gonna cut it here because I'm generally way too tired and my patience is gone because I haven't started building when I started recording today, or recording streaming. I actually started the moment that I woke up, literally. So I'm gonna have to take a break from all of this right now, literally a break, because it's getting too much and it's actually getting on my nerves. Sadly, I have to, you know, take a little bit of a timeout on the situation. But we will resume again either tomorrow or the day after, although I might take a break for one day because it's too intense and build something else. Maybe for a short while, actually, until I get some ideas back for this one. But you'll never be left without content, so you don't have to worry about being without content. But we are going to... Damn, that looks kind of creepy, but okay. For the time being, I'm going to wish everybody a good rest of the day, night, whatever time it is when you are watching this. And, yeah. I'm going to get the thumbnail ready. Maybe I should use the finished kitchen as a thumbnail. Well, kitchen, dining area, the downstairs, the bottom floor. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're good. So, back to the usual spot where I normally end the lives. It was fun today, it really was, but it gets tiring. And I have no energy and no room left to continue. There's a chance that, because I don't even sleep at night, there's a chance that I might resume later. In which case, I will record maybe something instead of tomorrow and do it later. Or I'll keep doing things off camera for you guys. And I'll show you when, you know, I enter my next live. But for the moment, I think that we've done enough. So, thank you guys for watching, for tagging along, and I'll see you all in the next live.